is the news at 10. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government restates commitment to unparalleled investment, funding infrastructure to enhance education sector. Federal Government, United States of America signed Memorandum of Understanding to train police special squad commanders. On the foreign scene, United Kingdom demands clarity as British-Russian activist vanishes from Siberian prison. And in sports, Super Eagles of Nigeria to face world champions Argentina in friendly. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. In a bid to ensure that no child is left behind in the education sector, 275 fellows have been recruited since 2020 into the teaching profession through Teach for Nigeria initiative across Lagos State. This initiative is in partnership with the Lagos State Government to promote excellent education and leadership development in the state, with Teach for Nigeria fellows who are young graduates who teach different core subjects in 205 schools in the state, including rural areas. Speaking at Teach for Nigeria A Day with Mr. Governor, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said his administration is committed to providing unparalleled investments and funding and infrastructure to enhance the education sector. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who commended the initiative, noted that the state government is working in partnership with Teach for Nigeria to build a sustainable 5-year program to domesticate the initiative in Lagos State as Teach for Lagos project.
We've built more new schools in the last 4 years. For us, we said that we need to tackle it in different verticals. Provide an elite environment, create the infrastructure and the process that can make it work. Make sure that the students are encouraged, they are happy going to school, but more importantly, collaborate with stakeholders, collaborate with international organizations like Teach for Nigeria, and make sure that it's an environment, is an embodiment of what works and what really, needs to happen.
The Chief Executive Officer of Teach for Nigeria, a non-governmental organization, Folawe Omikule, noted that over the next 10 years, the initiative is expected to impact 1 million children across the country.
What needs to be done is to take this challenge on fully, to really focus on the people that we're bringing into the education system and to ensure leadership from the classroom to every single level of the system. Our belief at Teach for Nigeria is that if we increase the number of capable, committed people in the system, we will slowly start changing our outcomes. This is exactly why Teach for Nigeria exists. To build a nationwide movement of leaders working towards expanding educational opportunities to all children in Nigeria.
Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that Governor Sanwo-Olu announced a donation of 5,000 naira to each a donation of 50,000 naira to each of the fellows. The event, which is part of activities marking the International Day of Education with the theme Learning for Lasting Peace, had in attendance top government functionaries, pupils and students from various schools and other key stakeholders in the education sector. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has approved the appointment of retired Major Olaniyi Olatobosun as the new Corps Marshal of the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps Agency, LAGESC, and Engineer Adefemi Adedimeji Afolabi as the General Manager of the Lagos State Wastewater Management Office, LASWAMO. In separate letters of appointment signed by the Head of Service, Bode Aguru, the appointments of the duo took effect from 25th January 2024. Governor Sanwo-Olu also approved the appointment of 3 new Deputy Corps Marshals for LAGESC and KAI, namely Mr. Oshifeso Olusegun Shakiru, Intelligence and Monitoring, Mr. Oyenola Koyejo Quadrille, Discipline and Welfare, and Mr. Akwino Idowu Yisa, Admin. The appointment of the 3 new Deputy Corps Marshals, 2 of whom were elevated from the LAGESC personnel, also took effect from 25th of January 2024. The head of service enjoined the new appointees to demonstrate a high level of dedication, diligence and selflessness in the discharge of their duties to justify the confidence and trust of Mr. Governor. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration has shown unparalleled support and commitment to the Nigeria Agribusiness and Agro-Industry Development Initiative, NADI. The state government has also been instrumental in creating an enabling environment that fosters growth and innovation in the agribusiness sector. Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Medibem, stated this at the official inauguration of the Lagos State Office for the Implementation of the Nigeria Agribusiness and Agro-Industry Development Initiative, NADI. The commissioner, who was represented by a director in the ministry, Zulikat Ibrahim, said the objective is to diversify Lagos' productive base, reduce import dependence, stimulate job creation, promote exports, and enhance profitability of the agribusiness and agro-industry investment.
To converting our agricultural products into high-value products, driving industrial growth and ensuring economic stability. NADI is carefully designed in alignment with the framework established by UNIDO's Africa's Agribusiness and Agro-Industry Development Initiative, launched in March 2022.
The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Nura Rimi, who unveiled the office building, urged other partners to join hands together with the federal government to achieve maximum values. On his part, National President, Federation of Agricultural Commodity Associations of Nigeria, Sheriff Balogun, who was represented by Melu Dugundaji, enjoined the council to continue to train more people so that the objectives will be realized and move to a greater level.
Lagos State is among the best cities in the world in terms of business, the government agenda. We are very, very serious about food security. Today, more than ever, we are strategically positioned. All the agro entrepreneurs, I can see them, I can cite them. I have heard from the introduction. At least today is our day, and we will pay more attention to it. It's our own program, not our own program. And the government is ready and willing to support us.
The inaugural meeting of NADI State Steering Committee was held after the event. The Chief of Staff to Lagos State Governor, Tayo Ayinde, has charged staff in his office to rededicate themselves to the ethos of public service and make integrity their watchword. Ayinde stated this while declaring open a retreat organized by the Office of the Chief of Staff, noting that their commitment to uphold high standard of integrity in the way and manner government policies are implemented will impact on how government and governance will be perceived by the public. He said integrity is a fundamental aspect of human behavior that impacts relationships, personal values, societal interactions, organizational culture and leadership, which further establishes trust, fosters open communication and promotes ethical decision-making. Ayinde added that all these attributes are essential not only to the work of his office, but also the success of Governor Sanwo-Olu's commitment to deliver dividends of democracy to the people through the Themes Plus agenda. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government and the American government have signed a memorandum of understanding for the training of the commanders of the Police Special Intervention Squad, SIS, to tackle banditry and other raging crimes in the country. The Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, inaugurated the training program in Abuja in partnership with the United States Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs. Egbetokun said the program was designed to prepare the trainees for the challenges associated with their new responsibility of taking up the lead positions in combating the scourge of kidnapping, banditry, armed robbery and terrorism, among others. The SIS is an initiative of the IGP that was created to combat violent crimes across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Since its creation, the SIS had only been established in 2 territories, Plateau and the FCT, following the rise in banditry and kidnapping in both places. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has cautioned pilots and airline operators to exercise vigilance due to an anticipated 3-day dust haze sweeping across the country this week. NCAA Acting Director General Chris Najomo, in a statement, said the warning followed a weather advisory by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, alerting the public on the possibility of deterioration in visibility as a result of observed dust haze propagated into the country. The regulatory authority also urged prospective passengers to exercise patience and understanding during the period. NIMET's weather outlook, released on Sunday, had predicted a moderate dust haze with a horizontal visibility range of 5 kilometers over the north. The forecast extends to include dust haze over the inland areas of the south and the coastal regions throughout the specified period. Now to foreign news. United Kingdom Foreign Secretary David Cameron has demanded that Russia must provide clarity over the whereabouts of jailed opposition figure Vladimir Kara-Murza. Cameron said Russia must urgently inform Kara-Murza's lawyers of his whereabouts. Concern has grown since the Russian-British national, convicted of treason after criticizing the war in Ukraine, was removed from a prison in Siberia. Inquiries to the penal colony of Omsk, where he was held, received responses saying he was no longer there. Russian prison transfers are shrouded in secrecy and can take weeks. Kara-Murza was sentenced in April to 25 years for spreading false information about the Russian army and being affiliated with an undesirable organization. The 42-year-old former journalist and politician denied all of the charges. In our sport, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will face world champions Argentina in a friendly bid for March at the Olympic Sports Center Stadium in Hangzhou, China. The date for the game will be announced by the organizers later. The Super Eagles will use the friendly to prepare for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying double-header against South Africa and Benin Republic in June. The team is yet to record a win in the qualifiers after 2 games. The 3-time African champions held the Crocodiles of Lesotho to a 1-1 draw in their first game and also played a 1-1 draw with the Warriors of Zimbabwe in their second game. And that ends our news at 10. Just before we go, always drive within the specified speed limit. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated 500 hectares rice farm technology intervention project? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news are the highlights of the major stories. In a bid to ensure that no child is left behind in the education sector, 275 fellows have been recruited since 2020 into the teaching profession through Teach for Nigeria initiative across Lagos State. The federal government and the American government have signed a memorandum of understanding for the training of the commanders of the Police Special Intervention Squad to tackle banditry and other raging crimes in the country. We also told you that United Kingdom Foreign Secretary David Cameron has demanded that Russia must provide clarity over the whereabouts of jailed opposition figure Vladimir Kara-Murza. And in sports, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will face world champions Argentina in a friendly bid for March at the Olympic Sports Center Stadium in Hangzhou, China. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbalagun I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.